Hi guys, today we are going to discuss noun gender and noun number. First, we are going to discuss noun gender. The noun gender tells about the sex of the noun. There are four genders in English language, right? Noun gender, it talks about the sex of the noun as we have already discussed. There are four genders in English language. Those are masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender, and neuter gender. We have four genders in English language, right? Now, we are going to discuss each gender individually. Let's see, masculine gender. First, we are going to see masculine gender. Masculine gender refers to a male character or a member of species. Male character. And you all people know. And usually, every living being is bifurcated into two, men or women. Men have certain qualities, women have certain qualities, right? The qualities a living being has, I mean, the men qualities living being has, they come under masculine gender. For example, man, lion, hero, boy, emperor, nephew, bull, actor. These are all masculine gender. Opposite of masculine gender is a feminine gender. Feminine gender refers to member of a species. I mean, feminine gender refers to the qualities of a woman, right? For example, woman, lioness, heroine, girl, empress, poetess, actress, niece, cow, etc. These are all examples for feminine gender. We have already discussed masculine gender and feminine gender, right? Now we are going to discuss common gender. Common gender refers to a member species which can be a male or a female, which can be either a male or female. It can be male or female. This is what you call common gender. We cannot decide whether the gender is male or female, but we can apply the gender, either for man or for women. This is what you call common gender. For example, child, student, friend, applicant, servant, teacher, doctor. For example, teacher. A teacher can be a man, a teacher can be a woman, a doctor can be a man, a doctor can be a woman. That's why these genders are called common genders. And the next one is the fourth one, neuter gender. Neuter gender commonly refers to lifeless objects as they have no gender. Usually, lifeless objects they do not have genders. Lifeless objects do not have genders. That's why they are called neuter gender. What is the gender of a laptop? We cannot say whether it is masculine gender or feminine gender. That's why it is neuter gender. Neuter gender is the gender which is neither masculine gender nor feminine gender. Whereas common gender is a gender which can be either masculine gender or feminine gender. That's the difference between common gender and neuter gender. Now we are going to talk about some of the examples for neuter gender. Chair, table, star, mountain, book, car, school, paper. These are all neuter gender. Next one. Our next topic is noun number. Many people think that noun number is very, very easy. We can easily understand. But noun number, there are certain questions in competitive exams regarding noun numbers. If you are thorough with these noun number, there is no chance to make any mistake in competitive exams. Let's see. Noun number can be bifurcated into two, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns and uncountable nouns. See, again, countable nouns can be subdivided into two, singular and plural. Right? Noun number, two types, countable nouns, countable nouns. Countable nouns again can be divided into two, singular and plural. See, noun number, countable and uncountable nouns. Now we are going to see what are the countable nouns. Countable nouns. Countable nouns are nothing. The nouns we can count them are called countable nouns, right? The nouns which when count them countable nouns. The nouns which we cannot count them uncountable nouns. Now we are going to look at uncountable nouns, right? Uncountable nouns are the opposite of countable nouns which cannot be counted, right? Accommodation, advice, baggage, behavior, bread, furniture, information, luggage, rice, water, travel, trouble, feather, thunder, lightning, equipment, rubbish, etc. These are uncountable nouns, which we cannot count them, right? Uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are very easy. The nouns which we can count them are called countable nouns, whereas the nouns which we cannot count them are called uncountable nouns. Let's see. Uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns cannot be counted as we have already discussed. Examples: sugar, rice, flour, bread, coffee, information, money, advice, luggage, furniture, etc. But we have to know uncountable nouns thoroughly because we use some uncountable nouns as countable nouns in the regular usage or in the competitive exams. So we go wrong. For example, we go to a tea stall, we order usually two teas, three teas instead of 2 cups of tea, 2 cups of coffee instead, right? Let's see. There is no more water in the pond. Uncountable noun. Here, please help yourself to some cheese. Cheese is uncountable noun, right? These are all examples for uncountable noun. Equipment, intelligence. These are all information, uncountable nouns. Let's see. Water, cheese, information, intelligence, equipment, garbage. These are all uncountable. So we cannot count them, right? Let's see. Uncountable nouns can be used as countable nouns by using a pair of words. They express plural concept. We can make uncountable noun into countable, but we must use some words which express plural concept. Let's see how they are. For example, garbage. Garbage is uncountable noun. We shouldn't use one garbage, two garbages, three garbages. We shouldn't use them. But we can make them plural by using bags of garbage. Bags of garbage. Next thing, water. We can't say two waters, three waters, but we can say glasses of water, right? 8 glasses of water. Advice. I don't say usually. My uncle has given me two advices. My uncle gave me an advice. This is also wrong. Instead of an advice, two advices. We better use a piece of advice instead of an advice, right? Bread. Usually we use two breads, three breads. That concept is completely wrong. I got two loaves of bread, or slices of bread, or packets of bread, but don't use two breads. Next one is furniture. Don't use furnitures. Instead of furnitures, we can use a piece of furniture, two pieces of furniture we can use, right? Here, equipment. Equipment don't use. Instead of an equipment, we have to use an expensive piece of equipment, right? Cheese. Don't use, cheese. Cheese is something like that. Instead of cheeses, we better use 10 slices of cheese as cheese is uncountable now. Here, rice. Some people uses rices. Don't use rices. Here, bag of rice, or bags of rice, 5 bags of rice, 10 bags of rice, like so. Coffee, two coffees, three coffees. Don't order two coffees, three coffees. Instead of two coffees, three coffees, we have to use 2 cups of coffee, right? These are all uncountable nouns, can be made countable by using the plural concept, right? Are you clear, guys? Let's see the next one. Plural only nouns. Certain nouns are always plural. But we don't know those nouns. Sometimes we use them as singulars. But certain nouns are there in English language. Those nouns are always plural. Right, guys? Let's see. Examples: trousers, shorts, pants, pyjamas, glasses, particularly for the eyes, binoculars, scissors, boxes, jeans, clothes, belongings, goggles, headphones, sunglasses, etc. We use sometimes as singular, but they always plural. Next, to talk about one item, we can say a pair of, one pair of, my pair of, this pair of. These are the nouns which are always plural, but we can make singular by using one or a pair or this pair, my pair, something like that. Let's see. I need a new pair of sunglasses. See here, don't use I need a sunglasses. We have to use I need a new pair of sunglasses. In the second sentence, old pair of headphones, two headphones, three headphones. This is not accepted. An old pair of headphones, right? And one pair of boxes, two pairs of jeans. Next one, countable nouns. This is also very important one regarding countable nouns. Countable nouns can be divided into two, singular and plural, right? And all countable nouns, we can say singular, plural. For example, chair is a countable. One chair, two chairs, three chairs, we can say, right? Some nouns have identical singular and plural. Many of these are names of animals. I'm going to explain this concept. And usually, maximum cases in a singular noun can be made plural by adding s or es. By adding s or es, most of the singular nouns can be made plural. For example, school. For example, school, schools, box, boxes, pen, pens, pencil, pencils, bottle, bottles. Most of the nouns in English language can be made plural by using s or es, but it doesn't happen in every context, right? See, here see certain nouns. See here, an aircraft, the plurality of aircraft is not aircrafts. Here, certain nouns, the singular and plural is the same. Don't use ds. We are habituated to use them sheeps. Don't use sheeps. Sheep can be singular, sheep can be plural. Fish can be singular, fish can be plural. Offspring can be singular, offspring can be plural. Don't use offsprings. Don't use aircrafts. Don't use spacecrafts. Don't use mooses. These are the words which can be singular and plural alike. Okay? The next concept we are going to see. And the plural nouns sometimes form by simply changing a vowel sound. Now we are going to see certain words alike. These are mutated plurals. Let's see. Here, certain words. An ox, oxen. Don't say oxes. Men, most of the people in their spoken communication skills, they use men's, but not men's, it is men. Just like woman, women. Caveman, caveman. Policeman, policeman. Postman, postman. Child, children. But most of the people, they use children's. Don't use children's because children itself plural, but don't use children's. Tooth, teeth. Foot, feet. Goose, geese. Mouse, mice. Louse, lice. Penny, pets. These are certain plurals changing the vowel. They are called mutated plurals. Next, let's a singular noun ending in a consonant followed by y makes plural by dropping the y and adding ies in plural. Let's see some of the examples. Penny, pennies and pens. Spy, spies. Baby, babies. City, cities. Daisy, daisies. Certain nouns can be made plural by taking ies at the end. Usually, those singulars ending in y preceded by a consonant. Let's see. Certain nouns, certain nouns, usually, the I between the two consonants will become es in the plural. Axis, axis. Analysis, analysis. Genesis, genesis. Nemesis, nemesis. Crisis, crisis. Oasis, oasis. Diagnosis, hypothesis, synopsis, and synopsis. Certain nouns, they are made plural by changing the vowel I into E in plural, right? This is complete picture about nouns, noun gender, noun number.